Hi guys, and welcome back to another video with Gaming the Powers. I'm Jake, and to back or not to back, that is always the question if you're in the hobby of board gaming. If this is your first time watching a video like this from us, what I'll be doing is I'll be taking a look at a Kickstarter or game found campaign of a board game, telling you what, just showing you the page in general about the game, how the game works, what are the stretch goals, what are you getting with the game, and then telling you what I like about the game, what I don't like about the game, giving you a recommendation on if you should back the game and am I backing the game. Hopefully try and do all this under 15 minutes, all right? For today, we are looking at Kickstarter, and we have a game called Biohack, all right? This is a worker placement / resource management tableau building type game where you are a scientist and you are trying to collect genes to create different mythical creatures, all right? This is a 1 to 4 player strategic game. So let's go ahead and take a look at the computer screen where I got the Kickstarter page already pulled up. Alright, so here we are at the Kickstarter page for Biohack, right? So you're creating various creatures from myths and gain back your reputation as scientists in the strategic 1 to 4 player games. At the time of me filming this game, it has 8 days to go, 1,367 backers, and $123,000 pledged of the $9,000 goal. Alright, this is coming to you from Uchibacoya Games, the same people that have brought you Aqua Garden, alright? So basically in Biohack, let me scroll down here. Essentially in Biohack, what you are going to do is, again, you are going to be a scientist and you are trying to take these genes and make mythical creatures to be able to help get you different bonuses and things like that. So it's going to have worker placement elements. So each person is going to have these robots, or nomens is what they call them. And you'll be placing them at different spots around the board. And what's really cool and unique about this game is it's like the more people that are on the a certain tile, the bigger the bonus that you will get. So there's incentivize you to a little bit to work together while you're also competing against each other, because again, like I said, the more of these nomens that you have on a tile, the bigger the bonus of resources that you're going to get to be able to do that. All right, so that is that worker placement aspect of it. The resource management of it is you'll be collecting these genes here, and so you're going to have a track for these genes and you're going to be managing them. And then the tableau building is, there'll be a better picture of it down below. But again, you'll have these mythical creature cards that you'll need to spend genes in order to make. And you'll have a player board right here that you'll be placing them on your player board in your little tableau. And they'll be able to grant you different effects as well. It's said in here in the campaign, it has multiple strategies and some stuff similar to like Wingspan and Terraforming Mars, all right? So this is essentially Biohack in a nutshell. So I'm going to go ahead and continue to scroll through the campaign page and show you some of the stuff that they have available. So this is 14 plus 60 to 90 minutes, a 1 to 4 player type game. You can see here's some of the mythical creature cards, what they're going to look like. This would be the resource cost of them and the effects that they're going to give you. All right. So it's saying, why should you back now? They got a lot of stretch goals here available. So if you back the standard pledge, you'll be able to get this scientist expansion for free. If you back the deluxe pledge, you'll be able to get this expansion for free on top of the scientist expansion, all right? You get a free Kickstarter promo Jarek Scientist card. You're getting 12% off MSRP. And probably the biggest thing, and I'll go more into this later, is this is really your best opportunity to easily get these Uchibacoya games outside of Japan, right? Again, I'm going to talk more about that later because that's going to be something that's in my like and dislike, all right? So taking a look at these stretch goals, right? So the project has been funded. We have a round marker that's going to be screen printed. We got a new scientist, Carl. For the deluxe pledge only, you would get 2 new tiles. This is that scientist expansion, which will be included in every pledge for free. We got another new scientist, Kevin. The nomens, or your workers, will be unique for each color. All right, the shapes will be unique for each color. We got a new scientist, Gokura. All right. This new one, the expansion Biohack Enclosure, is now included for free in the deluxe pledge. All right. We got a new scientist, Layla. We got a new scientist, Chu. A new scientist, Michael. And a plastic insert for $150,000, which has not been unlocked. All right. So spotlighting the game just a little bit here. You got all these screen printed tokens, which are just phenomenal. All right, again, you're gonna need to plan ahead. So again, that's the board, and I'm gonna see if we can get you a better, here it is. So right here, here's your board. So again, this is gonna be your gene track. This is gonna be your little tableau area where you're gonna be building these mythical creatures. And there's your coin slot right there. The artwork is fantastic, coming to you from Malaysian illustrator. I am not going to butcher that guy's name. And then here's where I said it has a creature tag system that's inspired by Wingspan and Terraforming Mars. All right, just going to continue to scroll through the campaign and take a look at what is in the actual game box. All right, so you're getting these 48 creature cards. You'll get scientist cards. You get location cards. You get these achievement cards and solo cards. All of your screen printed meeples, you got these DNA markers. Your workers are called gnomons. Your achievement tokens, these medicine tokens. We got some more tokens here. First player token. The coins, just standard cardboard punch out in the regular version. In the deluxe version, they're going to be metal. All right. You got some downtown tiles, a dice, lock tiles, your player board, and the main board itself. All right. They are also offering another expansion called Flow Shell. All right, which is an additional add-on of $12, I think, or it comes in the deluxe version. So these will give you 4 enhanced workers. Okay, 4 Flow Shell tokens, some tiles, some more cover tiles for the main board. All right, and then it says these player tokens are colorblind friendly. All right, that's pretty good for them. Let's take a look at these pledge levels. All right, so the standard pledge, which is $52, will get you the base Biohack set as well as that scientist expansion. All right, the complete pledge, which is going to run you $79 US, is going to give you the Biohack pledge, that scientist expansion, the Flow Shell expansion, metal coins, and then you also get that other expansion, Escalation, that is up there for free. All right. So taking a look at this game, this is set to be delivered on February of 2024. And then here are just some videos and things like that of the game. We want to take a look at shipping. So shipping here is going to be $20 US. All right. For the standard pledge, 24 for the complete pledge. And if you did a group pledge, 41. All right. Japan is obviously going to be a lot cheaper because it's coming to you from Japan. All right, let's just go and talk about what I like about the game. The first thing I like about this game, it is who is bringing this game to you and who's running this Kickstarter campaign, which is Uchibacoya, right? Uchibacoya is probably most famous for the game Aqua Garden, and me and Sierra are very excited about that game. We got the Beachcombing expansion and Aqua Garden on the way. We never own the game because it's very hard to get a hold of. And so being in that Beachcombing expansion, we backed that and the game itself. So very excited. Can't wait to get that. But Uchibacoya, they always make great games. The production and the value that you get from the games are always top-notch in quality. The communication on the campaign is phenomenal, right? It's just a very well-run Kickstarter campaign. They always deliver. There's no hiccups in regards to that. And again, they always have communication, whether it's always a monthly update. There's no ghosting. There's no mysteries here. The guy, Uchibacoya, is always in the comments, right? Responding to comments if people have issues, trying to fix things. And so it's just a very well-run campaign from a great person. All right, that's the first thing that's really drawn me to this game. I saw he was a part of this game and backing, and he created this game, and I was like, I'm instantly in. All right. The second thing is the theme and the mechanics of the game. So I'm super big on mythology and mythos and things like that. You know, whether it's Greek, whether it's I can't think of it. Norse mythology. You know, I got Lords of Ragnarok coming. All things like that. So having mythical creatures, I'm creating mythical creatures and trying to gain mythical creatures. That's so awesome to me. And then the mechanics being like a worker placement slash tableau building type game. I love those types of games, so that's I'm drawn in with that as well. So let's go ahead and move on to my hesitations here. The first hesitation that I have about the game, or that I can see being a hesitation, is the theme of the game in general. It's a very dark theme, and that can be upsetting. You know, some of the creatures and some of the monsters may look vile, I guess is the word, like that, or very upsetting to a lot of people, disgusting maybe, right? You know, that theme, you're a scientist, you're putting these creatures together, all these different components, and so I feel like that can be offsetting to a lot of people. It's not upsetting to me, but that's something that I can see that you might not like, all right? The second thing is probably the biggest one, is just being able to get your hands on the game and essentially, you know, again, kind of having a little bit with, kind of like with Sans Souci, having a little bit of that FOMO that they're trying to hit you with here. Look, these uchibacoya games, they're based out of Japan. They rarely ever go outside of Japan with these games. And so being able to get this stuff is very, very hard. Like, even to this day, like, you can barely find Aqua Garden anywhere. And if you do, you're having to pay a premium on it on eBay for like $100 right now, okay? And so it's very hard to get access to this game outside of Japan. So if you're interested in this game and you like it, this is probably your only chance to be able to get it. And so you kind of get put in that box of, man, if I like this game, this is probably the only time I can get this game. So I'm feeling forced in order to buy this game. And some people don't really feel like being forced, all right? All right, so should you back the game? I'm going to go ahead and say this is a pass here. While I do think you're getting good value here for the game, I think the best pledge that you should go here is that $79 deluxe pledge. That's going to give you the most value. I don't think that even if you were to get that pledge, that let's say you get the game and you don't like it, that you would be able to get a substantial amount of your money back, all right? I say that because I'm taking a look at the game Aqua Garden. Because uchibacoya is primarily based in Japan, they really don't sell outside of Japan, rarely, hardly any, okay? And so the only way to get their games is, or primarily the only way to get their games is through these Kickstarter campaigns. And so there's not a whole lot of exposure for those games other than Kickstarter. So Aqua Garden kind of flew under the radar a little bit, and it's kind of garnered a little more exposure, but it's kind of at that point where they didn't get enough copies out to the US because it's not in standard stores, so you can't pick it up. So I'm looking at a game like that has to deal with aquariums and you know, sea life and things like that can appeal to thousands, 100,000s of people. If that's not really garnering a whole lot of exposure, like, what is Biohack going to do? And so that's where I kind of look at it of, I don't know if I back that $80 pledge. Essentially, I'm paying $20 for shipping, so that's $100 total. Will I be able to get at least $60 back in that value if I back the game? I just don't know enough. There's too much of a risk in order to do that, and so that's why I'm saying this game is a pass. Again, but I think it's great value. It's coming to you from a great company. So am I backing the game? No, I'm not backing a game for the same reasons I just told you. I just don't know. I feel like it's too much of a risk to get this game, and if you don't like the game, to be able to get a substantial amount of your money back. Again, this is a great game. If you like this company, this is a great company. This is your real only chance to get this game outside of the United States. And so if you're interested in it, you got to pick it up now at this Kickstarter campaign because you might miss out. And if you want to get it later, you might have to pay a very high premium for it. But all right, guys, hope you enjoyed this this overview of the game. Go ahead and drop a like. Are you interested in Biohack? Are you back in Biohack? Tell me why. Do you think I should change my opinion? Tell me why, as always, and then go ahead and hit that subscribe button so we can keep bringing you more awesome content. All right, guys, y'all have a great one. Bye.